Tonight, the actor, Bob Saget, we now know he died of an accidental head trauma.
Authorities say he accidentally hit his head, then went to sleep. Today, some of you have been asking us to look into questions about head trauma and brain bleeds. Our Will Ewick has the story and explains what you can do to protect yourself.
It was nothing.
For decades, Bob Saget was a staple on television, starring in the sitcom Full House and hosting America's Funniest Home Videos.
I did 2 shows a day, one in class and one in detention.
He just kicked off a comedy tour last month when authorities found him unresponsive in his hotel room. Now his family says the man known as America's Dad died of head trauma after accidentally hitting the back of his head, thinking nothing of it, and going to sleep. But Saget never woke up.
What happened to Bob Saget, we don't know. And Bob Saget may have hit his head in such a way that he actually fractured his skull.
Dr. Andrew Russman, a neurologist at the Cleveland Clinic, says even though we don't know the severity and circumstances of Saget's injury, there are some general rules to consider when you or someone you love suffers a head injury.
It's important to recognize what to be concerned about when people have more serious injury.
Dr. Russman says it's simple to think about. More mild head injuries have more mild symptoms. If you hit your head and have a slight headache, a little bit of lightheadedness, some dizziness, typically that's a concussion and should clear up on its own unless the symptoms get worse. But if the injury results in more severe things like severe headache, vomiting, confusion, slurred speech, drowsiness, then you need to seek medical attention. And if you're not sure, it's best to be safe.
A lot of times in our daily lives, we just, butt our head against the door frame. You shouldn't have these other signs or symptoms we described. So if you do have them, that's when you really need to be evaluated.
But what about kids who hit their heads often and can't always tell you what's wrong?
They're going to get nauseous. They're going to vomit. Those are things that you're going to see in the kids. They may not vocalize how severe their headache is.
Same rules apply. Dr. Russman says our bodies and minds will talk to us. We need to listen.
Got to use those signs or symptoms of concern to give you some guide. Listen to your body.
Will Ewick, 3 News.